Morning, everybody. My name's Jim. This is the Cumulative Effect, and today's day 34 of my challenge to lose 50 pounds this year. You saw the weigh-in. I have lost a total of 16.8 pounds right now, and pretty pleased with how things are going. In addition to being day 34, this is the first day of February, so thought I'd spend a few moments of recapping how last month went, and then talk a little bit about what February is going to look like as well. I'll go all the way back to day one, and when I started this challenge on December 30th, the very first exercise I tried to do, I actually lost my balance and rolled over. Wow. I've come quite a ways since then. I had to tweak the stations quite a bit in the circuits. I was trying to do too many different exercises at one time, and I just didn't have the strength, the mobility, or the stability to do those. So once I found the current routine that works really well for me, I was able to just focus on it and then keep doing it every single day, and eventually built up enough strength that I could get through all, at that time, 17 stations, every rep of each exercise. Now I've grown to 20 stations, and then actually 24, because I repeat 4 exercises throughout the workout as well, just so that I can get up to about 28 minutes. In terms of time goes, in the beginning, I started off right at 20 minutes. As I tweaked the exercises and that, I built it up to about, or got down to about 18 minutes. That's when I added some more steps, and then once I got to being able to do every rep of every exercise, I was running right around 24 minutes. I was pretty happy with that, and then just last week I increased it. I wanted to get some more exercise into my knees, which have improved since day one, but still have some soreness in them. I've known since I was in high school that I have bad knees, so it's no surprise that my knees need extra work, and with all the extra weight that they're carrying, it doesn't help either. And then I do some additional bicycle crunches and some of the duration exercises, the mountain climber and the high stepping, just to keep the heart rate up longer. Diet in January went real well. As I said, in the month of January alone, I lost 14 pounds. That's right around where I wanted to be, a little bit ahead when you look from the beginning of my workouts on December 30th to the end of January. A little bit better than what I wanted to be, but basically right on track. Steps, I think I've averaged about 5,700 steps a day in January. I had no idea where I would end up with that, so there was no goal in mind. I think there was one day in January that I wasn't able to walk, but the rest of the days I got in somewhere between 1.5 miles and 2 miles of walking. So it all does add up after a while. Not sure how many of the total miles we put in January, but you figure roughly 2 miles a day times 31 days, that's about 60 miles I probably did walking in January. December was a poor month to compare that to, but if I go back to last January, before the pandemic, I was doing about 4,700 steps a day, so this is about a 20% increase in the walking and the exercise. So overall, January went well. Really happy with where I'm at, and I'm even more happy that February started, because that means I've got 1 month done. February, I want to use this as a baseline month. I don't plan to change a single thing. I'm going to keep doing my morning exercises. This morning I got through it a little bit fast. It only took me 28 minutes, but it should take roughly 30 minutes each morning. I'm going to continue to do that. I want to continue to do about the same number of steps every week, and then continue with the low carb meals that I've been eating. Um, my goal isn't to slow down my weight loss, it's basically to figure out where I'm at. Um, the first 2 or 3 weeks of you doing a diet and exercise plan, you really can't count those because your water weight's moving all over the place, and it's not until later that you can really get into a baseline number and say, okay, this is where I'm really at. So I want to use February to establish that, basically maintain everything that I'm doing right now and see where I end up weight-wise at the end of February. Goal is to lose 5 pounds this month, so it's not a big goal, but it's realistic, and that's about the rate that I want to lose at. So we'll see how February treats me. Day one already partially over. Food in February is going to be the same. I'm continuing to try and eat the same thing that my family's eating every night, that we're not making special dishes just for me so that they're low carb. Obviously, a lot of the recipes I have to find some type of tweak or substitute for. But that went pretty well in January. We'll continue that in February. I know my kids like to find some wild recipes when it's their night to cook, so those will throw some challenges at me. But I think overall, January went well. I'm pretty sure February will go pretty well as well. And I'll try some different things. Last month I tried zoodles. I've tried low carb crackers and chips and that, and we grew some of our own mushrooms. This month will be more of the same, that I'll try and find something. I will do a noodle test of the different types of low carb noodles I've purchased over the last couple of weeks. So I'll do a whole review on those, in addition to whatever else I figure out to do. We've been looking at low carb pizza, and I've been looking at low carb fries and all kinds of stuff, but be honest with you, the more of these videos I watch, it appears that these things are definitely more novelty than an actual low carb pizza or fries or something like that. People are just trying to do a challenge of, can I make something low carb that you can eat? Yeah, you can eat those, but none of them look like a real pizza, that when you hold it up, it doesn't just like flop over like a piece of tissue paper or something. So I don't want to do those types of recipes. I would rather just continue doing what I'm doing and find a few tips and tweaks in there, and once I get down to my ideal weight, I can have a slice of pizza once in a while, and it'd be an actual real good pizza instead of something, I don't even know what you call those things. So that's all I have today. Meal plan wise, this morning, be honest with you, I really haven't even thought through much today, other than it being the first day of February for meals, but I'll let you know what I come up with. I do know dinner's going to be some type of kebabs with beef tonight. So we normally enjoy those, and I'll have a little side dish along there, but you'll have to be surprised with me when I find what's for breakfast and what's for lunch. Take care, everybody. So here's breakfast. I've got some sausage, bacon, eggs, and a couple of cauliflower hash browns under there. Today I tried my own recipe for cauliflower hash browns. We'll see how they turn out. If they taste pretty good, I might post that later for you guys. So here's what I came up for lunch. It's just some Italian sausage that I've cut up, mixed it in with some green bell pepper, some onion, a little bit of tomato sauce, and then topped it with some grated Parmesan cheese. So one of my personal low carb favorites, gives you a lot of that Italian flavor without having to have pasta. Tonight's dinner is cauliflower vegetable rice, and then I also have a beef kebab and depending on how that goes, maybe a chicken kebab as well.